Hi, I'm Katie Skilton and welcome to my YouTube channel. It's lovely to have you here. So I've been doing a little bit of digital crafting. I'm quite into doing my Cricut projects at the moment. So I have created this sweet box and this card. And I've done it in cute Halloween. It's going to be for little children who don't like anything too scary. So all the files will be on my design space. So I'll pop a link to those in the description. So if you want to create these projects, you can. But for now, let's get started. I'm going to start by making the card. So these images that I'm using, they're actually by a friend of mine. She's called Sophie Giller. She's a really talented designer. She has designed these for Cricut. You can find all the images. I'll link to the images as well, actually, so that if you want to create different projects with them, you can. So what I've done, I've die cut this really cute spider web heart. Everyone loves a heart spider web. And I'm just using some wet glue to pop it on. So I've popped my glue into a thin nozzle glue bottle, just because when you're using die cuts like this, it makes it so much easier to apply it. I'm going to pop that centrally on to my card base. Now, once I've done that, I've got my pumpkin here. So I popped the pumpkin together already. And the reason I did that was when I die cut or cut all the pieces, I didn't want to lose them. So I thought, right, what I'll do is I'll put them onto the pumpkin. And then I've got the word boo here. So I'm going to layer the word boo onto its shadow. So I did create the shadow from the word. Again, it's all in that design space file for you. So just thought this would be something a little bit different. I know you usually see the oranges and things with the pumpkins. I just thought, you know what, let's do it for some younger children. I'm just going to add those letters on. So they're going onto glitter cards, so they might take slightly longer to dry than they usually would, but hopefully they'll be dry enough that I can fiddle around with it. So let's pop the little dot on there. There we go. Really quick card. This is really easy to pop together. So now we've got that. I just want to kind of position it. So I'm going to wrap some twine. I'm going to add some twine to it as well. So let's take away this for a second and I'll grab my panel and I'm just going to wrap that around. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to use some tape to hold that, because all this is going to be hidden in a second. It's all going to layer onto some patterned paper. So all of that will be hidden. Grab my scissors there, snip that little bit off. There, so now we've got the twine, so I'm just going to fiddle around with it till I'm happy where it sits. Now, I want to add pumpkin, so I'm going to use some 3D foam pads for this. I want to make it quite 3D, and it just adds interest. So I'm going to pop a couple of foam pads onto the back of the pumpkin. I'm going to position the pumpkin sort of here, because then the boo can sit. Oh, yeah, this is the joy of working with glitter card. All the rest of it's stuck, just this little dot on the exclamation mark. There we go. So I'm going to stick that one. I want that slightly sat above. So what I'm going to do, I'll trim these down a bit because they're quite big, but I'm going to double 3D foam pad the boo so it sits higher than the pumpkin. So to do that, I just need to take off the backing of them and then stick another panel on top. That's going to give it lots of depth then. That off, and then this can sit. So the pumpkin's coming out of the word boo. This little dot really doesn't like this glitter card at all. It's funny, that's the only piece that doesn't. There we go. There. So what I've done, I've cut a piece of cardstock just slightly larger than the white panel. And I'm just going to make sure that twine's not poking out. I'm just going to stick that onto it now. So pop that on there like so. And then I'll just stick that onto a card blank, but I'll do that later. But I just want to add a little bit of sparkle to this, which is in keeping with the very pretty and cute Halloween. I'm just going to add some little gems to it. So I've just got some adhesive stones here. I'm just going to pop some of those onto the web. So just kind of randomly. Some of these have come off their adhesive backing. There we go. Pop another one there. So I tend to put a large one and a small one. I don't know why I do that, but I seem to do it on everything, every project. I have a large gem and then a little small gem. And then we'll just pop a couple of large ones going around the boo sentiment as well. There we go. So I can pop that onto a card blank in a second, but I'm just going to pop that to the side and we'll have a look. Gift box. Let's start by having a look at the base. So I've got two sides here cut from the base. So you need to fold them. This small part here needs to fold the opposite way, because in a minute that's going to sit inside your box and that really strengthens the box. So I'm just going to go along all the score lines here, make sure they're folded really well. And I'll do the same with this side here. So just use bone folder and make sure all those score lines scored nice and neatly. This will make your box really neat when you come to piecing it together in a minute. It makes such a difference if the lines are tight. So what we need to do now is we need to join these two together. So I'm just going to use some wet glue on this flap here, and I'm going to join that one to that one. And then we're going to bring this one in and join this one here. So I am using Cosmic Shimmer glue, which I always use for 3D projects. Basically, it allows some movement, so it allows you to move it around until you're happy with it. Once it's stuck, it's properly firmly stuck. Just want to allow that to dry for a couple of minutes. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to pop that to the side and I'm going to bring in the lid, because before I start fiddling around with it all, it's best to just let the glue grip. So again, just folding those score lines here. Just see where, there we go. That line is there. It's difficult to see because I've got stripes on this paper. It's really difficult to see the score lines. All I can see is the stripes. Let's just bring that one in again. I'll give it a bend first and then I'll go over it with the bone folder. Yeah, this is a really cute sweet box, this actually. I really like the shape and the size of this one. Pop little pencils in this as well if you wanted to. Now, because sweets are sitting in this, I need to pop some acetate in. So I've got my acetate panel here and I'm just going to go around here with the wet glue again. And I can pop my acetate panel on. And then what I'll do is I'll leave that to the side a second. Oop. Leave that to dry and I'll come back to this one. So we just need to pop the base of this one together now. I've forgotten to score that line there. Let's just fold that one in. There, like so. So, just trying to remember which way it goes. So we'll pop that one down first. Then these two side panels. And then that one. And when you pull it back up, push it down, you will have a lovely flat base to that. And then these just slot into place here. So just fold all of those in like so. And they will hold each other in. I didn't actually glue mine down. Once they're folded, it keeps it all in place. So now that you've got that lovely, nice, neat box to pop your sweets. So let's just bring this one back in now, and I will glue these two together. So just hold it for a couple of seconds just while the glue grabs, and then it's fine. So I have got a bit of glue on my acetate there. What I will do, I'm going to grab a little cloth there, and I can just clean that up. I've just given that a little wipe with a microfiber cloth, and now the glue's come off. So if ever you get glue on your acetate, microfiber cloth will get rid of it. Let's just do the other side here. And that is now our lid constructed. So obviously now you would be popping your sweets in there, and I would be letting that dry a little bit longer, to be honest. But anyway, you can see you've got the box there. Now, how are we going to decorate it? So I've got this cute little ghost here, and I've done an outline for him. Then because I've done an outline, I will need to punch a hole into it. So I forgot to add that on in design space, but that's fine. I can just use my hole punch. Just line that up. So there you've got your cute little ghost. Now I'm going to take this little spooky banner here. I'm just going to add some foam pads onto that one to add on to the ghost. So the ghost is going to be holding on to the word spooky. I'll pop that onto the base of the ghost like so. I'm going to just add a couple of little gems to the ghost actually as well. I will add that onto the word spooky. I'll just grab my thin scissors here. Pop a little gem on either side. There we go. So this can be now my tag to go in the box. I'll tie that on with some twine. So I've just taken some twine here. I'm going to thread it through the hole at the top of the tag, and then wrap it around the box a couple of times, and then just tie it in place. So I'm just going to tie it loosely at the moment because I haven't added my sweets and I still need to do that. So I'll tie this properly once I've filled it with sweets. But you can see there, kind of all comes together. If you've got a little baby in the family, you just want to give them a little gift, it's perfect for that. So you can see now we've got the card and the gift box to match in the blue, and also the pink. So just fun. It's a cute little thing. You know, it's slightly different than Halloween. I know some people love all the real proper Halloween stuff, but I just want to do something cute and pretty. So thank you so much for watching. If you like what you see, please remember to subscribe. All the links are in the description to all these files, and I shall be back again soon. Bye.